My Rabbi say, well, you'll have the schus today to come to this Malav, the Helula, the Simcha of the Tanya. I was supposed to speak in Yiddish. Rav Shapiro said it's more of a tayelis to speak in English. I'll try my best. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, B'Raif Chasdai, gave us Yidden, Mayadim L'Simcha, Yamim Tovim, that are also b'melacha, and we do the Avodah Beis HaMikdash, Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkos, and in these days we are makriv musafim kehilchasam, a carbon musaf on the Mizbeach. Beis HaMikdash days, Ha'aras Panim days, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Be'avasai u'v'chemlasai, on Klal Yisrael, gave us also Golus Yamim Tovim, Vachadike Yamim Tovim, Mundane Yamim Tovim, when we're dressed without Big Day Shabbos, especially Chanukah and Purim, and we can do a melacha, and it has no shaykhs with the Beis HaMikdash. There's no carbon which we're makriv on Chanukah and Purim. Vachadikatayg. The reason why the Rabbi Shalom gave us these Yamim Tovim, Chanukah and Purim, Tzaddikim said, is to be mechazek Yidden in the Golus, to encourage Yidden. You're in the Golus, and Hester Panim, the Kedusha, the kavod of the Rabbi Shalom is concealed. We don't see it. But Rabbi Shalom gave us Yamim Tovim to encourage us that even when there is Hester Panim, the Rabbi Shalom does nisim with us, and he's the Paldeinu Matzaleinu like in previous days. These Yamim Tovim that come down in the weekdays, not Shabbos Dika days, not Yom Tov Dika days, are really very sublime days. They come from a high makaya. I dare say, even higher than the Shalish Chigalim, with a cloud from the Tanya that whatever falls lower originates from higher. If you take a little pebble, a stone, on the ground, you're standing on the ground, and you drop it into the mud, it'll drop an inch or two into the mud. But if you stand on the roof, on the tall, high roof, and from there you throw down the stone, it will come all the way down, deep, deep, deep. The deeper it is, from higher it comes. These Yamim Tovim are mechaya Yidden, to give a chayas into Yidden when we're in the Galus. Especially Chanukah, Purim also. Chaim goes into the territory of the Sitra Achra, of the evil, the Tummy. We tzint Chanukah lich Medina de Gemara in the Reshus HaRabim, the domains of the Sitra Achra, Reshus HaRabim, not Yachid. On the left side of the door, not the right side. On the left side there isn't Kedusha. On the right side we have the mezuzah. In contrast, Ner Chanukah is on the left side. When there is darkness in the world, B'leilei Teves u'aruchim, in the long nights of Teves. In Teves, when the Sitra Achra reigns supreme, we have the Nittel in Teves, the Gayeshich HaGa'is in Teves, the 3 days of darkness, Ches, Tes, and Asara b'Teves. That's when the Rebbe Shalom gave us Chanukah. Lamata me'asara. The Shechina never came down Lamata me'asara, below 10 Tfachim, the Gemara says. Chanukah is an exception. Under 10 Tfachim is the domains of the Sitra Achra. That's the exception. There, in those domains, there are neshamas, Yiddish neshamas, who fell down there. They're in captivity there. They're Bashivya, captured by the Sitra Achra. And the purpose of Chanukah Licht is to pick them up, bring them back into the Kedusha, light them, kindle them. They should give light like a Yiddish neshama should. Neir Hashem nishmas adam. Get them out from the claws and the teeth of the Sitra Achra and make them that they should be called and labeled Haneireis Alalu Koideshein. These Tamadik Neireis, these Tamadik Neshamis, who fell prey to the Kaiches of evil, of Ra, of Trumah, of Osor, they became Neireis Alalu Koideshein. There's something to delve upon. It's a pliya. We know that when we bench, the Shulchan Aruch says, we should take off all the empty kalim from the table. When we bench, there's Ashras HaShechina. The Shechina doesn't find itself comfortable when it's kalim reikim, empty kalim. Shechina comes to a makom of bracha, a fullness, not emptiness. If you make Kiddush or any other kais shel bracha, the kais should be full, not partially empty even, but certainly not empty. On Chanukah, we have the option, l'cha'oire, the first night to take 1 candlestick. The second night, bring out another candlestick and light 2. The third night, take out another candlestick and light 3. Why should we take a menorah consisting of 8 empty receptacles, of 8 empty vessels, of 8 empty kalim, 1 piece of a menorah, and we light 1 and the rest are empty? We're making a bracha. We're making 3 brachas. L'hadlik Nechanuka, Shasa Nisim, and Shechianu. Why should it be empty kalim when we tzin the Chanukah Licht? The Shechina shouldn't be shayra there. Well, it's wrong. It isn't so. These kalim aren't empty. These kalim contain Yiddish neshamas, Tamadig neshamas, extinguished neshamas. They're not shining. It's not empty, but the neshamas aren't Neir Hashem nishmas adam. They're not glowing. They're dark. They're b'chayshech in the Sitra Achra. They're not. They are nefaloshene lichtalach, and they're waiting that we should kindle them. We should light them, and they should become neshamas of oire. The Sitra Achra darkened them. The avodah of Chanukah is to invade into the domains of the Sitra Achra and snatch out these neshamas from the claws of the Sitra Achra in the knife of Meisef v'Heilich, and take them out, may a failure le'yer gadol, they should shine to light the Eira Gunners, the hidden light in them. That's the purpose of Chanukah. The Rabbi Shalom created the world in 3 copies. They are Nefesh and Merkaim and Zman. And each one of them is corresponding to the others. In Zman, we have Chanukah. There's a Nefesh of Chanukah. There's a certain neshama that has the same effect and has the same qualities that Chanukah has. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, b'yahavasei u'v'chemlasei, sent us from the high heights, the Marai Meimarim, the Baal Hilula, today's Baal Hilula, today's Baal Simcha, the Baal Tanya. He was a neshama of Chanukah. He came from the high heights, a meiredig neshama of Atzilus, and his purpose was to come all the way down to extinguish the neshamas, to neshamas that are dark, in the Sitra Achra, in the snatched by the teeth and the claws of the Satan. Light them, kindle them with Chasidus and Teiras HaChasidus. And this tzaddik, he and the dairis after him, or the Rebbeim of Chabad, they're serving the same purpose. They go down into the deep, dark territories of the Sitra Achra to bring light there, to liberate neshamas that are captured there, that are bashivya. It's interesting. Every sefer has a sha'ar blat. The first page of the sefer, which tells us the name of the sefer and what's the purpose of the sefer and where it was printed and which date. Nobody learns the sha'ar blat. The Tanya is different. When a chassid learns the Tanya, he starts off reading and learning the sha'ar blat. In fact, in the greatest day of learning Tanya, Yat Kislev, that's when he learns the sha'ar blat. And he certainly won't learn the sha'ar blat in the morning before it says Birchas HaTorah. You can't. It's Divrei Torah. You got to say Birchas HaTorah. Then you can learn the sha'ar blat of the Tanya. It's part of Torah. It's part of the Tanya. But it's the sha'ar blat. It's not the Tanya. The Tanya starts on Daf Beis. Why does he start on Yad Kislev learning the sha'ar blat? The teretz is because the Baal Tanya was a Chanukah lamp. He was a neshama of Chanukah. He was a neshama that lights Chanukah candles. The Chanukah candles are on the sha'ar by the Pesach of the Rosh Hashanah. When we turn one page in the Tanya by Daf Beis, that's already where the Tanya is in fact Tanya. But in the sha'ar blat, it's still on the outside. It's in the Rosh Hashanah of the Tanya yet. It's on the other side of the door. That's where the Baal Tanya lights candles. To neshamas that are on the other side of the door, that are on the other side of the sha'ar. And they start dafke in the Yom HaBahir, in the bright day of Yad Kislev. It's outside of the Sefer, and there is the menorah of Chanukah that the Tanya lights, and there are neshamas b'chutz, and the Tanya takes them in lifnim, and the Tanya teaches them that even the kausha b'kalim, even if he's captured, he's in captivity, but he abba klipes atmeyos, but he has a ava misuseres, a hidden, concealed ava. There's a little chamber in his heart where there's still a glow of ava to the Rebbe Shalom, which can never be put out. Nobody can put out that glow, that nitzas of kedusha, the ava misuseres, the concealed ava, that even the kausha b'kalim, the most lowest yids, whose oiva kala teira kula. But the Tanya tells them, you yids that are out of the Tanya, you're out of the Sharblat, that you belong on the outside, on the Rishus Harabim of the Tanya, you should know ki kara ve'elecha adava meyayid. You have a nitzitz kodesh in yourself, a Yerusha from Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yankov, a Muna Tahira, a Muna that cannot budge. Nobody can put out, all the kaiches of the Satan cannot extinguish the spark of Emunah that the kausha b'kalim, the lowest yid, has. And that's what he teaches them. And he brings them back. He brings them back to Kedusha. And you should know, the Tanya says to him, to this neshama outside, to this Eisgaloshana neshama, you should know that you're bound b'kesher chazak v'yametz with the Bayrek HaLolamim. And you're bound, you're connected to the Avis HaGedoshim, Avram, Yitzchak, and Yankov. I'm going to light your neshama. It's going to become a Neir Hashem Nishmas Adam, and it'll become a Neir Salalu Kodesh. As Rav Shapiro mentions, and it's Emes Lamitai, the Baal Hilula, the Baal Tanya, is here with us tonight. He came to those that partake in that and are shutfim in his simcha. He came to bench all those who are here tonight. It's necessary that you should sit here with Yiras HaKavod, with Kavod Reish. The Baal Tanya is here. Sit with the Recheretz and be benched by the Baal Tanya. The Baal Tanya's Hilula, his Yahrzeit, comes out Parshas Shmos, and especially this year, when it's mamish the day of the week, the Motzei Shabbos of Parshas Shmos. Every Parsha starts off with the message, which is the theme of the entire Parsha. What does Parshas Shmos start with? Lo'hidiach basan shal Yisrael, that the Rebbe Shalom loves every yid, the kausha b'kalim, the Eisgaloshana neshama, who finds himself lamata me'asar in the Rishus Harabim. You should know yid. You should know yid in the darkness, that the Rebbe Shalom loves you. We find in the Gemara Sukkah that a esrig is kosher only if it's permissible to eat it. It has to be a heter achila. If a esrig is orla, you can't be yaitze esrig because you're not allowed to eat it. It's also. How about an esrig of Trumah? That a Yisrael is not allowed to eat Trumah. Can it be yaitze with an esrig of Trumah? The Gemara says yes. It has a heter achila. So Rashi says that the heter achila of the esrig is that if this yid has a grandchild, a son of his daughter, who is a kohen, then the Kayan can eat the esrig. It's Trumah. So the grandfather or anybody, because of that, can be yaitz to the esrig with even if it's Trumah, and he'll be yaitz to esrig. It's heter achila. So Rashi says that there's another shita that says that the heter achila of the esrig is because you can be paid to it, you can exchange it for another esrig, that the kedusha will will pass over to the other esrig, and this will become chulin, like you can do to mainzer, you can be paid to mainzer, or neter avayi, and therefore that's the heter achila of the esrig, because you can be paid to it. So Rashi says no, you can be paid to Trumah, you can be paid to mainzer, you can be paid to neter avayi, but you cannot be paid. You cannot redeem a nesrig of Trumah. Whoever says that you could, Rasha, who is a Rasha. What does Rasha want? Very often in the Gemara we deal with Yanim Chamurim. And Rasha brings a shita which he says is wrong, and it doesn't all of a sudden turn kanoi, and it doesn't all of a sudden curse, he's a Rasha. What does Rasha want over here? It's a plea, this Rasha. Never came across such a Rasha yet. But the inyan is that Trumah is a symbol to Klal Yisrael. We have two haftarahs today. There's a Svardish haftarah and the Ashkenazish haftarah. In the Svardish haftarah we have Kodesh Yisrael Hashem Reishis Tvuasei. Yidden are Kodesh. They're Trumah. Reishis Tvuasei. They're the Trumah. Kol Eichelav Yashamu. Whoever eats through the Yisrael, if he's not a Kayin, Yashamu. He does an Aveira and he'll be punished. Ra Tavei Aleim. Yidden are like Trumah. They cannot be redeemed to the guy, to say that the guy should take the place of the Yid. There were such people that said so. Bilam said so. Bilam said to the Rabbi Yisrael, why do you favor the Yidden? Let the Goyim become Yidden. Bilam said so. Isaiah Ish said so. The Neitzri said so. That Rabbi Yisrael exchanged Yidden Chas v'Shalom for the Goyim. Whoever says that Trumah, that a Yid can lose his Kedusha and be Eis Yid, he's a Rasha, Rashi says. If you say that Eschik has a pidyon, if you say that a Yid has a pidyon, that the Kausha B'Kalim is abgefragt, and Chas v'Shalom, the Rabbi, a Yid can never become Eis Yid. He's just a nice Galoshen and Neshama, and he's waiting for somebody to send on his Chanukah licht. He's a Rasha. Bilam says so. Isaiah says so. And this is what the Tanya teaches us. Every Yid has a Nekuda Nefla'a, a wonderful Nekuda, which is a Yerusha from the Avis HaGedoshim, a Yerusha from Avraham Avinu, Umatzasas Levavei Ne'aman Lefanecha. The heart of Avraham Avinu is Emunah, and this Emunah goes down hereditarily into all the Yiddish Dairas Hatayim Hazeh. The Ava Mesuseres, it could be a hidden Emunah. You don't see it on the surface by the Yid. He's a Kausha B'Kalim, but he has it there. You just have to light it, and his neshama will flare up. The Tanya and those Rebbeim after him, they made it a point to light up Yiddish neshamas, remote neshamas in remote places. They were interested in not just on the wholesale level, even for one neshama, the Tanya, before he was niftal, he was in the middle of his traveling, running away from the Russians, or the French, in the middle of his traveling, and he was in the home of a guy. He sought refuge in the home of a guy, and a final guy, and there he was nifta in that house. And he told the balabas, he told the guy, if a yid will, this mind says mekubal by the Chabad people. He told the balbas, if ever a yid would come here and he would want to eat treif, you should scare him. You should tell him that you're going to kill him until he does tshuva. Around 20 years later, there were two people who slipped from Yiddishkeit and they fell into the depths of Kausha Bekalim, and they came to that place and they wanted to spend the night there, and they asked to be served a meal, and the balbas said, I have nothing kosher here. So they said, let it be treif, we don't care. So he gave them a room, and then he comes in with a hatchet, I'm going to kill you. So they say, why? I'm going to kill you because I want your money, and you're going to disclose this to the police. We can't let you live. So they started crying and begging, and they asked, let us at least give a little time to say a prayer to the Rebbe Shalom, and they did tshuva me'yomek alev. And then the guy tells them, you're free, I never intended to kill you. But 20 years ago, there was this Rebbe told me that that's how I should treat you until you do tshuva. He was about to be nifted about the Tanya, and he cared for a yid who was going to come there 20 years later. And this way is passed down all through the Rebbeim to the last Rebbe. Everybody knows stories that how the last Rebbe was very, he sent matzahs, he sent sfarim, he sent to such people way out in the Philippines or in South America or in the Hari Chayshech. He built up a whole network of Beis Chabads so that Yidden should be niskarav to the Rabbi Shalom. He cared to light Chanukah licht. He wanted to light up neshamas, faloshan and neshamas. There's a lot of mindses which are in print, stories how the last Rebbe, Zrossi Yagan Aleinu, helped out Yidden, and he sent messengers in far remote places to be the Marzer B'tshuva, that he never knew them, they never knew him, and he knew about them Beruach HaKodesh, and he sent messengers to be Marzer them B'tshuva with a piece of matzah or a piece of challah or whatever. We know these mindses. I'll tell you a mindset that no Chabadnik knows. There's a Yid on my block that he's a Seifer, and a Taira Yid, a big Talmid Chacham, told me a story that happened with his brother. His name is Gross. As it happened with his brother. His brother, he told me, is a knapper Lubavitcher Chassid. Well, certainly not a Lubavitcher Chassid. He's not a vicious misnagid, but he's not a chassid. He was walking the streets and sees $1 on the ground. Now, of course, for a quarter he won't bend down, but for $1 he bend down. So he stooped and picked up the $1, and he sees a writing on the $1, and it says it was in small little Torah Matarisius that this $1 he got on this and this date from the Lubavitcher Rebbe. All right, puts it into his coat pocket and goes to shul. There was a Yid, a pauper, and a knapper Yid, and that used to come once a week to take Nedavas. That Yid comes and asks for a Nedavah. He says, "Mister, you usually give me $1, give me $1. He says, "I have no dollar on me, what should I do?" All of a sudden he reminds himself that in his coat pockets he has $1 that he found on the floor. He says, "Wait, I'll give you $1. So he goes to his coat, takes out the $1, and gives it to him. And he says, "I want you to know that this isn't an ordinary $1. This $1 was given by the Lubavitcher Rebbe to somebody. Look at what's inscribed on it." That person, mamish, almost fainted. He says, "What's the matter with you? What happened? You're sick? Should go to a doctor?" He says, "No. You know what happened? Some time ago, my friend said, let's go to get $1. He had friends like him, Pasha Tekau, Shekalim, Shebekalim, and they went to 770, and he got $1. This morning, one of his friends said, let's go to the Yoho, to the Tzion. He had nothing to do. He went with them to the Tzion, and he approaches the Rebbe's Tzion, and he says, "Rebbe, the last time I came to you, you gave me $1. You're not giving me no $1 now. I want $1. And he turns around and goes home. And he comes to the shul to collect tzedakah, and the Rabbi gave him $1. That was 20 years after Rabbi's P'tira. That's the derech of the Tanya and the Rebbeim that come after the Tanya. Schusim Yagan Aleinu. It's a big schus to be present here at this Malavamauk, at this Simchas Ilula, to be blessed, to be benched by the Rebbe, and perhaps to be lit up by the Rebbe. Our neshama should be lit by him. The Rebbe should helfen. We should be zeicher to that. A good Tevach and a good Yom Tov.